about Frank Martin if you move up? Because here's an interesting storyline. He actually moved from Derrick James to Buddy McGirt. I know that you're a protege of Purnell. Buddy fought Norfolk.
Mm-hmm. So you got a little story right there.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to sell a fight, right? I mean, before the Frank sounded like a good fight. Does it still sound like a good fight?
No, Frank is soft. Tank exposed him. Tank was doing anything to him in the press conference and the weigh-ins. The entire culture seen that Frank Martin is really kind of soft. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to sign up for a fight knowing that I'm probably about to bully this kid. Understand what I'm saying? So no, I don't want to. I want to challenge. I want somebody that's really going to fight me, and I feel like who's really going to fight me is Teofimo.
I guess this is me kind of trying to put things together, but Buddy fought a guy from Norfolk, Virginia, Purnell Whitaker, and there was a fight that seemed like you two were like this close, like literally you guys were this close in person. But you and Keyshawn, right? Like, it was a fight that even after the Tank fight, he was like, hey, respect to Frank. He wasn't going on like a trash talk. He's like, respect to him. He shows he's at this level. I'm trying to show him at this level. Let's make the fight. And obviously, Keyshawn was able to get a title. You move up to 140. But it seemed like it was a fight that was always going to happen at some point. And seeing now that
it's a fight that still, it still gonna happen. Mm-hmm. Everybody pushing for the fight. I'm not fighting at 135 no more. I know he probably ain't gonna be at 135 for too long either, but I ain't gonna stay at 135. So we can do something at 140. I'm with it. I'm all go. I'm a green light. So I wish him the best in his next fight. He get the dub and keep going. But I feel like De Los Santos is a good fighter. I think he's having some complications going on. People don't know about, but for the most part, man, he go and do what he's supposed to do against De Los Santos. Like, I'm with it. We can make something happen, but it'll have to be at 140. I'm not going back down to 135. I know he's the champion right now, but for me, if everybody want to see the fight happen, it got to be at 140 for me. I want to be comfortable at the weight that I fight it.